Another guy too couldn't really defend his assistantship. He had like a scholarship, like a full scholarship. And what he was asked was, what are you going to do? Is it like a research? Is it... He was like, oh, actually, it's an assistantship. Oh, actually, it's a research. Oh, like the guy just kept like fumbling. It was really bad. But I just said the same thing. It's just like, oh, okay, that's good. It was quiet for a while, so I was getting nervous because, mind you, this person denied 3 people in front of me. Hey guys, what's good? It's your girl T and I'm back again with another video. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I got my F1 visa, my interview experience, and I just thought it wise to share it with you guys because there's a lot of, denial rates and stuff like that, and I wanted to inspire somebody with my story. So if you're somebody that is probably preparing for their interview, or you need advice on how to go for your interview, how to prepare, then this video is probably for you. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe and join the family. My name is Mami Tichwa and welcome to the family. So I'm going to do my best to keep this video very short and simple. I want to just go straight to the point and tell you guys all about my experience. And so this is how my journey went. So like I said in my previous video, I applied for my school, did everything I needed to do, and then it was time for me to get my visa. What I did was I booked, I filled a form online. It's called a DS, what's it called again? DS 160. And after that, I, booked an appointment, and then I went for my interview. And my appointment was at 9 a.m., I believe. And like I said in my previous video, I went with my dad. In the morning, there was a long queue in Accra. And it was just, I was feeling all the nerves and stuff like that. So fast forward, I got there. I was asked to queue when it was time. They checked our documents to make sure that like you have an appointment. And then once you get in, there's a row or like some seats somewhere that you guys will sit in. You called in per like line, so every line will be sent in one after the other. And when you get into, you're not sitting, you're standing. So once you get in, it's like when you go to the bank, you see a lot of cubicles with different people all around you and stuff like that. So once I got in, I was just observing the room, trying to see how it normally is. And when it was even before my turn, I noticed 3 people were being denied by this particular Indian woman. And I'm like, what's going on? I really hope I don't go to her. And there was another counter, I think it was called counter 8 or something, where the person was really approving a lot. So I was just praying so hard I don't go to this woman or any other person. And to my surprise, when it got to my turn, the person like just before me went to the counter 8 that I wanted to go to, so I had to go to the Indian woman. Here's the craziest part. When I got there, she asked me, I think I said good morning. She didn't respond, and she was like, pass me your documents, and I passed the documents. And then she was like, where am I going? And I said, oh, I'm going to so and so school to pursue my master's in this and that. And then she was like, oh, how am I? And she was like, I didn't do what's it called, cybersecurity, so how am I going to do the program without a background? And to be honest, I saw it as a question of genuine concern. I saw it to be coming from a place of genuine concern, so I didn't even see it as a problem or anything. It was just my time to like shine and just be as honest and open as possible. So what I said was that, oh, I have done a couple of certifications in cybersecurity, and I related it to an incident that happened where a relative was scammed, and then I used that as the major reason as to why I wanted to come pursue, and also to help people, basically help. So I just linked the story of what happened to my relative to that of what I want to do in my future, and me doing certifications and stuff like that. I also said that my school has like a curriculum that is going to benefit me because it accepts students without a background, and that is like something that I didn't find in most schools. So they give me prerequisites, or they give me courses to take to kind of help me or better prepare me for the program. So I explained all that to her, and I think she like began to now see the picture because she was nodding and all of that. And then now she asked me who my sponsor was, and I told her that my first year was going to be funded by Empower, and then my second year was going to be funded by my father. So when I said that, she said, "Your father?" I said yes, and she was like, "Who is he?" And then that was my chance to, say a lot. Even if you don't have a lot to say, you have to choose get the right choice of words, basically. So I just kept on. I said what he does, where he works, just basically giving a background of where he's going to be getting the monies from, and how the monies would be ready at the time needed and stuff like that. So I made it very brief, but I went into I don't know how to put it. It was brief, but it was a little detailed, if that makes sense. And then after that too, she was like, "Oh, okay." And then I noticed she was quiet for a while. Then later on, she asked me, do I have siblings? And I said yes. And she was like, "How many are we?" And I said, "We're 3 all together." And she's like, "Oh, so do you have like a brother or sister?" Or I said, "Oh, I have a brother and a sister." And she's like, "Oh, what does he do? What does your brother do? Is he older or younger?" I said, "He's older." "What does he do?" And I was like, "Oh, he's currently pursuing his PhD in Europe, and he's also working as well." And then she's like, "Oh, okay, PhD in what?" And I said it. And she's like, "Oh, that's pretty good, that's good. And your sister?" And I said, "Yeah, she's also in school." She's like, "Oh, okay, that's good." And then I think she asked me something about the school, why I chose the school, or something along the lines of that. And then I was like, basically because of the curriculum, and it's giving me the opportunity to still go after my dreams, even though I didn't have like any background in cybersecurity. So I think that was what kind of caught her attention, and the passion that I showed. And then she asked me something about my funding again. She was like, "What did you say your father does again?" And I could literally see her typing. So I don't know if she was searching. I don't know if she was trying to confirm. I don't know if it was just a way to get me to say the same things I said. So if I lied, then it was going to be a problem. So I just said the same thing. And she was like, "Oh, okay, that's good." And she was quiet for a while. So I was getting nervous because, mind you, this person denied 3 people in front of me. So I could see like a pile of denial sheets, and then like the acceptance sheets were like this small. So I was really concerned. Like I was telling myself, I'm not going to get this denial sheet. This is for me, because I've told you everything there is to know, and I'm ready for the studies. So I just wanted to try to convince her. So I remember I even asked her, because she was very quiet. She was quiet for like maybe 2 minutes. My interview was one of the longest. So she asked me, "Oh, what are you, what did she," she was quiet for a while, and then I asked her that, "Do you mind going through my documents? I have my financial documents, I have this, I have my dad's birth certificate, I have this." I said a lot of things, because at that point, I didn't want to see denied. I didn't want to have that refusal sheet. So I was prepared. And I felt like I had explained enough what I wanted to do. And I was very confident too. So I was wondering, like, why are you so quiet? And why are you not saying anything? So God being so good, I think my interview lasted for like 5 minutes, and then after that she was like, "Okay, I'm going to be approving your visa, take this, and then you come for your passport, this and that." And I was like, "Yeah, we did it." But it was a very beautiful moment. It felt surreal, and to be honest, my motivation was my dad, because like I said, I went with him and he was outside waiting for me. So I didn't want to go back with negative news. And so that was my motivation. That you can't go out there and go and tell me you were bounced. What did you do wrong? You know what I mean? So I just was very honest and passionate. I showed passion, like that I really wanted to do it. And so I'm going to give some tips. First of all, be honest. I feel like this is something that a lot of people do not really take seriously. They can tell if you're lying. I wouldn't encourage lying, to be honest, because when they find out, you're going to be in another mess. So to be honest, I think it's better for you to just be honest. The second thing is that you have to be very confident. One thing I noticed is they look at you literally, like they stare into your eyes like that. And so if they feel that like your eyes are shaky, you don't want to look into her eyes, or you're fidgeting or looking around, that's probably a red flag. So try to like focus on the view, forget everything going on. Because mind you, people are hearing what you're saying. People are probably directly behind you. You know, it's not a small room, but everybody is hearing each other, if that makes sense. So try to just focus on yours, and then that's it. And then 3, show passion. This thing I keep telling a lot of people, and to be honest, that's what helped me. Like, you need to show passion for what you're going to do. Just be honest. You know, when you're passionate about something, it just flows naturally. Like, this is what I want to do because of this and this and that. And genuinely, I really want to do the cybersecurity, so this and this and that. You know, like, you have to really show passion and make it make sense. I did hear of one guy that was answering, and he's about a 35-year-old man that is married with kids, and he's like, his dad is going to sponsor him from his dad's company, and when he finishes, he'll come back to work into his dad's company. So I was like, even me, that I'm not the video, it didn't make sense to me, you know. And if your dad is probably maybe 70, close to 80, why should he sponsor you that huge amount? Like, and first of all, you're a grown-ass man. They don't think like that over here, because maybe by 16, 17, you're probably already working over here. So it's strange that your dad that old, like, or at that age, would want to sponsor you that huge sum of money, especially when you're married with kids. It's very suspicious. Another guy too couldn't really defend his assistantship. He had like a scholarship, like a full scholarship. And what he was asked was, what are you going to do? Is it like a research? Is it... He was like, oh, actually, it's an assistantship. Oh, actually, it's a research. Oh, like the guy just kept like fumbling. It was really bad. And he was denied, but he had full funding. So I feel like sometimes it's not really about the full funding alone, or the amount you're able to show and all those things. Like the confidence, your story, like make it make sense. If you're saying something that doesn't make sense to even you or your friend, then there's probably a red flag somewhere. So please take your time, do your homework, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or if you need any advice on that. My Instagram is _mamitichua.xx. My LinkedIn is yatichua07, and you can also drop a comment below. You can also email me on this, and I'll be happy to help you out. I hope this video inspired you, and you're going to, you know, better prepare for your interview. I'm rooting for you. Go get it and come join us here. I'll see you guys next time on my next video. Bye.